The following portion of KTAB for You is sponsored by Michael Retirement Solutions.
Well, if you've been watching KTAB for You this year and seeing our Medicare Monday segments with Michael Retirement Solutions, you've probably heard us mention the free Medicare classes at the Abilene Public Library, and today we want to put a special focus on that. So, Brianna, thank you for joining me today here in our new digital space. This is very fun. I like it in here.
Yeah, absolutely. Change of scenery.
Yeah. So you offer these free monthly Medicare classes at the Abilene Public Library. When can people meet you there?
So we like to do it at the same time every month. So if somebody comes and they want to tell their friends about it, they're able to know exactly what day the next class is going to be. We hold that class the first Thursday of every month at noon at the Abilene Public Library, the one that's located in the mall. Now, sometimes there's an exception, but you can always check the library calendar, or we have all the events listed on our website as well. For example, in July, we are going to be doing that class on the 10th rather than the first Thursday because it happens to fall on a holiday. So.
Right, yeah. You don't want to bring people out, do you want to come out on July 4th? No, let's hold off for a little bit. So what are some things that people can learn in these classes? What are some of the topics that you could discuss?
So the topics that we go over, it's purely educational. We call it the ABCDs of Medicare, and because that's what we talk about, right? We talk about Part A, we talk about Part B, we talk about Part C, and then we talk about Part D. We also talk about the Medicare supplements as well and how those couple with Part A and B and all the different parts that you might need, but we don't go into any company details. We talk strictly Medicare and how it works, some of the rights and options that you might have, and some really important time periods to pay attention to.
Now, is this something that people need to pre-register for, anything like that, or just show up?
So funny you should ask. I usually ask people to RSVP, call our phone number or text our phone number and say, hey, we're coming, just so that it lets me know how much material to bring to the library, because I actually had a class that I had scheduled and I had no RSVPs for it. And we had 30 people show up that day. So I was like, okay, from here on forward, we're going to ask for RSVPs just so that we know how many people are coming and how much material we might need. But not to worry, if you didn't RSVP, go ahead and join us, because since then I make sure I have plenty of materials.
I know that it's kind of how it works in all the things. Abilene, we plan late and we just go, you know what, I think we're going to go to that Medicare class today.
Exactly.
So you want to get a heads up so that way you have, how many people are going to show up and how much to talk about.
Right.
So, if someone during this class has a question, something pops into their head and they go, well, I wonder about this, but they didn't specifically talk about that. Could they talk to you after the class?
Yeah, so, as far as the questions, we do open up for questions during the class time. I always encourage, if somebody has a question and they don't feel like it got answered, please feel free to ask it, because a lot of times, somebody else might be thinking the same thing but afraid to ask it. I usually will stay after the class for a few moments, 15, 20 minutes or so that anybody that wasn't comfortable asking a question in the classroom does have the opportunity to ask me those questions on a more private basis. But again, most of the information we're going to give there is going to be on a general basis. However, they do have the option, if they give me permission to contact them, then I can contact them and set a follow-up appointment at our office or over the phone to answer any questions that they might have regarding their very specific situation.
So if someone either, they see you at the library or on this segment, how can they contact you and get set up and get the ball rolling?
Good question. So best option is just call our office. And I think you're going to list that information at the end here, but they can call our office. You can actually go on my website as well, and there is a link to book an appointment on our website directly. Or like say, if you come to a class and you leave a permission to contact form filled out, then we'll contact you and get you on the calendar.
And best of all, it's free.
That is right. No cost to the beneficiary.
If you would like to contact Michael Retirement Solutions, they are located at 2500 South Willis Street in Suite 200. They are open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Fridays from 9 a.m. to noon. You can give them a call at 325-252-4177 or go to their website, michaelretirementsolutions.com. Michael is spelled M-A-I-C-H-E-L. And the free Medicare class this July will be at the Abilene Public Library South Branch. That will be on July 10th at noon. You can learn more at abilenetx.gov/APL.
The preceding portion of KTAB for You is sponsored by Michael Retirement Solutions.